I'm going to introduce a young man who's going to try to take my job.
The nation's longest-serving sheriff doesn't make many public appearances, but this morning, Houston County Sheriff Cullen Talton endorsed one of his officers to succeed him. You just heard his introduction to Matt Moulton.
Fariha sat down with the candidate and shares reaction from his opponents.
For over half a century, Sheriff Talton's been reelected 13 times. Today, he says someone else can do his job.
He is going to be our next sheriff.
It's a strong testament coming from America's longest-serving sheriff. Surrounded by supporters, including his parents, Matt Moulton says that's the greatest honor he could have.
You guys are all a testament of what Sheriff Talton has done for this county. If not, you wouldn't be here supporting me because he made a phone call.
Lieutenant Moulton oversees criminal investigations at the Houston County Sheriff's Office, serving 24 of his 28 years in law enforcement in Central Georgia. He's also been a Warner Robins police officer.
As the race stands, I am the only active law enforcement officer in this race for sheriff.
So far, his opponents are Will Kendall, the district attorney, and Slate Simmons, a former Houston County sergeant.
Whenever you have a vision for something, there's always those that try to create division.
Moulton says he's had a professional relationship with Kendall and worked with Simmons as colleagues at the sheriff's office. His biggest critic, Moulton says, is himself.
I replay it over and over again in my head and wonder what I could have done different or what I could have done better. And I learn most from my own mistakes.
When I called Simmons and Kendall and told them about the endorsement, Simmons said,
I think it's just going to be a good, healthy race. And, I think Middle Georgia will pick the best candidate to serve the citizens.
In a statement, Kendall said, "This is not a position that can be handed down or given to a friend. We will continue working hard to earn votes through qualifications, not political influence." Now it's up to you, the voters, to decide before candidates qualify in March. Reporting in Houston County, Fariha, 13 WMAZ News.
As you just heard, candidates for sheriff can qualify in March, and folks vote in the May party primaries. Right now, the only candidates for Houston County Sheriff are Republicans.
In Bibb County, the race for sheriff is cranking up. Sheriff David Davis looking to keep his job. He faces 4 challengers. Ron Rogers, the most recent candidate to enter his name. He's held several positions in law enforcement. Also in the race, violent crimes investigator DeAndre Hall. Chris Paul, who has more than 20 years of experience and has been with the Sheriff's Office since consolidation, and Marshall Hughes, who has been a deputy for the Sheriff's Office for 9 years.
Here are some voting dates to remember. In Georgia, you can vote in the presidential primaries as soon as February 12th. That's when county elections offices will mail the first absentee ballots. February 12th is also the deadline to register to vote in those presidential primaries. Early in-person voting begins on February 19th. Election day for the presidential primaries, March 12th. You can request an absentee ballot through the Georgia My Voters page.